Hey there, Giants. Good morning. It's time again for another great day in math. We're going to be taking notes in our journal. So go ahead and get your page all prepped. We are going to go to the next blank page, title the page, subtract mixed numbers. Get your working problem glued in. And then in parentheses, we're going to write rename / regroup / borrow. That's one of the steps in our work. But when I was growing up, we would say borrow. Some of you know how to regroup, and on some of our homework pages it will say to rename the whole number. So we're going to use those interchangeably. Make sure your date's in the corner. I will pause the video so you're all caught up. All right, our page is folded in half so we can take notes along the right side. So let's go ahead and write step one. Step one, as always, is to rewrite the problem vertically. Okay? That keeps our ones or whole numbers in the ones place, or the tens place, and our fractions in the fractional section, right? Everything has a place, and that's a beautiful thing. Number two, we need to make like fractions, okay? Make like fractions. We know how to do that. Yes? And what is that going to do when we make like fractions? We're going to find what? Anybody? Find the least common what? Multiple. There you go. Okay. And I'm going to put a slash and write the big denominator word, because we are working with our denominators, making them the same or alike. Okay? Number three. Now, in subtraction, this number 3, we are going to, this is a big step, so make sure you get this written down correctly. We are going to borrow 1 from the ones place. Okay, you do this in subtraction. You borrow 1 from the next door neighbor. We are going to go to the ones place and borrow 1. Then what happens? We need to turn it into a fractional one. Turn it into a fractional 1. Okay? This is key. Once we've done that, once we've turned it into a fractional one, we're going to combine it with the fraction that we have already, okay? So we're going to combine the fractional 1 and the fraction. Combine the fractional 1 and the fraction. Okay? Next, we're going to start our subtracting. We're going to subtract fractions, subtract the fractions. Number 6, we're going to subtract the whole numbers. And can anyone guess what number 7 is? Keep that up. 7 is to what? Simplify if necessary. Alrighty. You ready? I'll wait. Okay, here we go. Let's read the problem. To practice, oh, let's scoot our problem down. There we go. To practice for a race, Kara is running 2½ miles. When she reaches the end of her straight, she knows that she has already run 1 5/6 miles. How many miles does Kara have to run? I think that should say how many more miles does Kara have to run? Oh, how many miles does Kara have left to run? Yeah, that's right. How many miles does Kara have left to run? So let's write this down. You ready? So we have 2½ and we have 1 5/6. This is a subtraction problem. We need to what? Make like fractions. We wrote our problem vertically. Let's make like fractions. I'm going to come down here, what? 1, 2, 3, probably 4 spaces. Now, probably looking at 2 and 6, you're probably figuring that out. Since we've been doing this for a while, you know what my common fraction, my common denominator is going to be. But let's list the multiples of 2. 2 times 1, 2 times 2, 2 times 3. Let's list the multiples of 6. 6 times 1, 6 times 2. Are you seeing a common multiple? Yes, yes, and yes. Okay, so we have 5/6. And it's already in 6. 6 is my common denominator. I want halves to be in 6. What is that fractional 1? Okay. What is that fractional 1? We didn't put that step in here, but we need to what? Yep. Multiply by what? Yep. There you go. 3/3. So let's multiply. 1 times 3 is 3. 2 times 3 is 6. So if you're looking, 3 minus 5. Hey now, can't do that. What do? We have to, step 3, borrow from the ones place. All right? So let's do that. We made our like fractions. Let's borrow. So are you ready? Let's cross off the 2 in the ones place. We'll leave 1. Okay? We need to bring 1 over here, but it needs to look like a fraction. And since my fractions are in the size of 6, what is the fractional 1 for 6? 6, 6. Do you see this? We brought the 1 here, over here, as a fraction, and we're left 1. So this is where Miss Cruzy says, I usually say borrow. I think most of you have grown up saying let's regroup. Okay? But we are taking 1 whole and we are making it into, we're renaming it and we're calling it 6, 6 now. Okay? That's turn it into a fractional 1. Number 4, we're going to combine the fractional 1 and the fraction. We need to combine these two. Let's put a circle around that so we know that we're combining those two. Okay, combine them. What is 3 and 6? 9, 6. Absolutely correct. Okay? Move that up so you can see that. So now we subtract our fractions. Now we have 9/6 minus 5/6. Can we do that? Yes. And what do we have? 9 minus 5 is 4. 6. Subtract the whole numbers. 1 minus 1 is 0. We are not required to put a 0 here. Okay, so we're going to leave it blank. And simplify if necessary. All right, so what are my factors here? What is the factor that 4 and 6 share? Do we need to list our factors? I would be happy to do that for you. The factors of 4, 1 times 4, or 2 times 2. The factors of 6, 1 times 6, or 2 times 3. So what factor do they share? The greatest common factor. You got it. It's 2. So we're going to divide by the greatest common factor as a fractional one, and that will give us what? 4 divided by 2 is 2. I'm going to put it down here. Run out of space. 6 divided by 2 is 3. Okay? So, how many miles does Kara have left to run? She has 2/3 of a mile left to run. Let's write that down. She has 2/3 of a mile left to run. Wow, Giants, we did it. Awesome. I'm looking forward to a great day in math. Let's do it.